Has Matchroom promoter Eddie Hearn pushed Ted Cheeseman too fast after Cheeseman was defeated by Sergio Garcia at the weekend? First off, we knew it was a risk when he was going in there with Garcia. It was a step up, but Eddie Hearn said that the next generation of fighters has to come through now and decided to step Cheeseman up to European level. Cheeseman showed great heart in the fight, but got hit far too much than he needed to, and you could see the inexperience there. Now, it's not necessarily Eddie Hearn's fault for poor matchmaking, but as a fighter, Cheeseman will fight anyone, and he needs to be guided to the best path. He maybe wasn't ready yet, but he can come back. I do not think that this will be the end of him by any stretch of the imagination. He is still a great fighter, has great heart, and has great punch dexterity. It's just he wasn't ready for this step up. It needed to come maybe 2 fights away. But how do we know that? Eddie Hearn didn't know that. Ted Cheeseman didn't know that, of course, because he's a fighter. He will get in there with anyone, like I said, and fight. But he just wasn't ready for this yet. But unless you step the fighters up, how will you ever know? So at some point, he has to step up in class, but this was clearly too soon. I think he was out-jostled, outworked, and outmaneuvered by Sergio Garcia. Credit to Garcia for going against the script, and when a new boxing star was about to burst onto the scene, he had other plans, so fair play to him. But this seems kind of similar to Lewis Ritson, who stepped up recently also, but got beat. And Ted Cheeseman has just fallen victim to the same outcome. But again, like I said, unless you step these fighters up and put them in there with harder challenges, then they will never learn, they will never get better. Ted Cheeseman could learn a lot from this loss, and he could probably come back better, and maybe this will make him a better fighter than he would have been if he had won the fight. We don't know, it just depends how much resolve he has, how much mental strength he has. That will soon be shown. Because eventually, obviously, Ted Cheeseman's going to have to understand that losses do come, and while some majority of fighters do end their careers unbeaten, a large proportion of them don't. So obviously, it just depends how he takes defeat, and whether he comes back stronger or comes back weaker. I think, and I hope, he will come back stronger. I think in there he was trying to be a bit macho and try and trade with Sergio Garcia when he didn't really need to, and Sergio Garcia just kind of outmaneuvered him, and he kind of old-manned him out of there, and Garcia was the smarter of the 2 fighters in there. Ted Cheeseman is not finished by any stretch of the imagination. It just depends how he comes back and how he acts next. Can he come back? Of course he can. We will soon see, as the year is still young and he has plenty of opportunities to break on the big stage and get his career back on track. He needs a good win next time, maybe against a journeyman, maybe against British level. Could even go in there for the British title. We don't know, probably against Fowler. We don't know. It just depends what Ted Cheeseman wants to do and how Eddie Hearn assesses the situation and his team. But hopefully he can get back on track, because I believe he is a great fighter and he has great potential. This is just a small bump in the road. But guys, please let me know what you think in the comments below of Ted Cheeseman and his loss, and where do you think he should go next? Please drop them below, please. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.